the network is such a perfect place for it to be hosted.
Yeah, and we're controlling all the content. So this is what's so awesome. And this is why I also wanted to bring Leah here, because she's also going to be part of the mind with myself and Michelle, develop it how we as women want it for our lives, for our businesses. And, you know, I don't know if you could see her here yet, but we've got our tech diva in a hotel room, has been driving all night. You look amazing, all this. I haven't slept much. She's the one that's making sure all of this is running so smoothly. And Michelle, how are you, love? Good to see you.
Hey, I'm good. Excited to be here.
You look so good. You guys have been driving, you and Mars have been driving for quite some time.
Yeah. It's been a fun week.
Yeah, well, if it wasn't for you, Michelle, a lot of this would not have happened, right? Visions can only become what they are. And then this is when we start leaning on our other fellow wild women for support and expertise and you know, connecting back with you and Mars. We're like, I love what you're doing, you know, and let's build this together. And so for that, I want to thank you for saying yes.
Absolutely. We're excited to be able to be part of it and support the vision and the mission that you have to really give women a platform that allows them to, like you've already been discussing, get around all of these things that are stopping us from really being able to get our authentic message out there into the world.
Yeah. So why don't we do this, Michelle? Do you want to go through, because we've been talking a lot about it, and I think a lot of people are like, okay, it sounds great, I want to be in it, but what is it? Can we see it? Like, what are they really talking about, right? And so Michelle's like, yeah, let's just come on with them and showcase a little bit what we can show right now, because I know it's in deep development.
Yes, absolutely. Well, let me turn on screen share here, and there we go. Can y'all see my screen?
Yeah.
All right. Well, I think we need like a drum roll sound effect here, but this is the Wild Network that you are seeing on your screen right now. So, you know, Rhonda shared a little bit with you about this, about what inspired her to do it, why she decided to put together such a big project, because this is a huge project behind the scenes to create. But really, you know, I'm gonna see if I can zoom in. Let me know if it's zooming and cooperating. Yeah. All right. This really is the goal. It's how many women can we together impact and get our messages and our stories in front of. And that's what this network is designed to do. You know, Rhonda mentioned earlier that it's kind of like if you've got a shopping mall and there's all this traffic there, and you could put your store inside of it and suddenly be seen by all of these people. Because I know, you know, like Danielle was saying earlier, if this resonates with you, you've got a message, you've got a story that needs to be out there, and people are going to fall in love with you once they know you exist. So the question is, how do you get in front of them? So I'm going to walk you through what we've got so far. You can see here when you land on the main page, we've got all sorts of content in here, and I'll walk through some of the monetization opportunities too. We've got collections, we've got channels. The women who are featured here,
Michelle, the collections and the channels is the one thing everyone's like, I don't quite get it. What's the difference, right? And saying it in words is like harder to, you know, visualize it, you know?
Absolutely. Yeah. Well, actually, since we've got Leah on, this will be a little bit of a surprise for Leah, but awesome. We used Leah as an example of what a channel could look like inside of the platform. So I'll show you that. Let's see here. Let me just show you a couple more things on this main page. So this is the featured content, and the platform is set up to use AI to be able to show visitors the topics they're most interested in, the people they most want to learn from, so that the right content gets in front of them. And it's not filtering your content out based on, we don't like a word you said or a position you've got. You don't have to worry about any of those filters on this platform.
So important.
It's searchable by topic as well. So people can easily find you, even if they don't know who you are yet, don't know your name. If they're interested in what you do, they're going to be able to find you on this platform. Let's see. So, you know, we've got, like I said, sort of by topics, we've got it by person, we've got where people can search and find exactly what they're looking for. And you can see here, just as a quick little hint of what we're going to go into in a second, some of the items are marked wild, which means they're included with a subscription. Some of them you can purchase. Some of them people will already own. So there are ways to monetize your content on this platform. You can put your free content on here. You can also put your courses, your programs that you know more people should be investing in because it will change their lives if they knew it existed. Again, you can get it in front of them here. So let me show you.
While you're switching to that, it's super interesting, Michelle, as you're switching to that. Like, I haven't sold courses in several years. That's why everyone's getting all my best courses, because I've been building my agency, and they're like, get those courses. Like, you've made millions of dollars with these courses and put them on here. Like, wow, I didn't even realize that, right? Like, these things that we've got that others want, I just didn't want to market them anymore, but people do want them.
Yeah, and it's because it's hard. When you're marketing and trying to reach people one at a time, it is so intense, the amount of time you've got to spend. And if instead you could put it somewhere where people were finding you, then all of that time and all that energy that you put into your courses would actually be returning the value that you deserve for what you've created. And I think that's really key for people to understand. This is an example of a channel.
So you can see, this is super sexy, Michelle. She hasn't seen this.
We put your content in here. Now you can see inside of a channel, it has collections. So the way you can think of it is, if Women Gone Wild, the Wild Network platform is Amazon or Netflix, there's channels like HBO, like Cinemax, and inside those channels are shows. So a collection is a show inside a channel. So Wealth Witch could be the channel, and inside of that, we would have all of Leah's content. So she's got Wealth Alchemy, her Dreamer's Journey, The Magical Life, the Wealth Witch. You can see all of these things in here. And as you go down through, you can see each of these have their own row with the content featured. All right, we've got Leah's podcast is in here. You can see each of them. When you hover over them, people can go straight to play if it's free content, or they're offered the opportunity to purchase it. If it's paid content, they can add it to a watch list. We've got all sorts of features like that built in. So this is a destination women will want to spend time on. You can see there's little summaries here. You can see this is what a channel looks like. When you have a channel, you've got your own little HBO inside of the platform. And then when you open up a collection, this is what a collection looks like. So inside of a collection, you have individual episodes. Right? And again, you can decide, is your content free with People's Wild membership? Do you want to sell it individually? How do you want to package your content? Is it multiple videos that go into one product? All of that is possible inside of the system. This is what the actual page looks like for the videos. Now, you can see we've got the video embedded here. We've got some social features. People can give you feedback on it. They can share. Because actually, let's do this. Quick experiment. In chat, let me know, what do you offer? What do you sell? What do you do in business? Just put that in chat real quick. I'll give you a minute to do that. And then I have a follow-up question for you. If I'm new in town and I want a great cup of coffee, where do I go to find a great cup of coffee? Answer both those questions for me, and then tell me which of those was easier for you to answer. I'm betting it was, where do I find a great cup of coffee?
Isn't that funny?
One of the things that we are great at, right, as women, is sharing things, telling people what's awesome, what's amazing, what we recommend.
Yeah.
And we're a little more awkward about promoting our own stuff. So imagine your content in here. This is your video. And women like me who love it, we are going to click every single one of those share buttons and help you get your content out there. How much better is that? Not only do you not have to do the promotion yourself, but you've got people recommending it who are like, hey, everybody go check this out. People trust their friends, right? They trust their connections. And if they hear about you from someone they trust, they're that much closer to actually becoming someone who wants to invest in what you've got, who wants to be part of your community and follow you. So it's really powerful the way sharing is built in. Again, watch list features. We've got featuring. There's a summary you can put in here. You can add links into your summary. So if you got a next step for people, if, hey, go download this. Hey, go check this course out. You can put it right inside the network. So you're not just featuring your free content. You're actually getting people to click through and check out your courses, your programs, your services. We've also got some other features built in, like action steps, where you can put in here a checklist for people of what should they do when they watch this video or when they engage with your content. And the system will remember where we were at. So if, like me, you get interrupted a lot in the middle of things, you can use this to find out exactly where you were when you come back and actually complete the steps with content. So you can see where if you've got a course or a program, that's a really powerful feature, especially to give women as part of it. So it's just a few of the things that are features on the individual pages. And I'm going to come back to that sidebar in a minute here. Everyone who is on the network, whether you have a collection or a channel, you also get your own profile page. And that page will feature your photo. You get to choose your photo. Leah, we can change that one if you'd like. You get to choose your photo. You get your bio on here. You get links to your social media, to your website. And then all of your content that's featured is right here for people to dive into and really engage with. Now, I want to go back one step, because one of the things that when you have a channel, you get, and you saw this on the offer page, is you get ad spots inside of the network, which means if somebody is watching a video related to what you offer, your offer could come up here. So you're getting advertising, not in an interruptive way that we're like, wait, why is this on? How many of you have had that experience? Like, why is YouTube showing me this? I'm not at all interested in whatever that thing is. This is based on what are people interacting with. So it's more like, and anybody who knows me knows I'm terrible with this on Amazon. Somehow Amazon knows what I want before I even know it exists. And so I end up buying things that I'm like, I'm not at all upset they showed me ads. I'm happy. I get excited when I see ads on Amazon.
Me too.
That's how this feels.
I was like, yes, I do.
Because it's like, I'm watching this video. Go ahead, Rhonda.
I do the same. I'm like, yes, I do want that. Oh my gosh, how did you know? Because, the other day I was looking at, sexy pens.
Like, I didn't even know it existed, but I definitely need that. I'm watching a video from Leah about you can't make money doing your purpose work. That's bullshit. Well, let's say she has an ad in the sidebar that says how to start your business and make money doing your purpose work. I'm going to be excited to see that. That's exactly what I want. And so your ads can be placed in a way that people are going to be excited to click on them and to find out how you can help them. So totally different than other places you might be advertising, Facebook or Instagram, or places that sometimes it feels interruptive. It never feels that way here because it's targeted and it's really just a natural next step for people. So your content is being featured.
And you can actually say the word bullshit because it won't get suppressed. Like, I'm serious. In your title.
Exactly.
Like, you can actually say whatever you want.
You do not have to worry about saying certain words.
Right?
I mean, you will not get banned like you do.
I sent these guys a screenshot that the first webcast, The Wealth, whatever we said, we got completely shut down and banned. It was ridiculous. I'm like, this is ridiculous. I have thousands of people, hundreds of thousands watching, and 120 get to see it on my Facebook page. Like, that blew me.
It's crazy, and it's frustrating for those of us who are in your audiences, because when I like a page on Facebook or engage with somebody, I want to see their content.
Want to see it.
And it's incredibly frustrating that it doesn't come up because Facebook has decided that's not an appropriate message.
Yeah.
And that's one thing I love about having a platform like this, Rhonda, is I know if I come here and I subscribe and I mark somebody as a favorite, I'm going to get the emails from you when they post new content that tell me there's new content that I can come check out.
Yeah.
And we're not relying on, just us doing our own promotional work. We can leverage the power of community to really get out there. I want to walk through a couple more things real quick. So if you guys have taken a look at it, some of the features that you definitely want to know about, and this one is big. You guys know Rhonda has major expertise in media and PR. And she's taken that and applied it to the network in a way that it has syndication built in. So when content goes onto the platform, you are able to decide, hey, do I want to push this out and get it syndicated on these sites right here? I mean, these are big sites, guys. Let me see if I can zoom in. Imagine your content on these sites, people finding you in these places, and you don't have to do anything other than load your content into the network, and Rhonda's team and the platform take care of getting it out there, because they're going to be doing the media blitzes and getting the network featured so that all of those eyes, all of those traffic, all of those hearts come back and see your content. It really is very simple. And she really built it around these three things: visibility, connections, and growth, because that's what we need, right? When we're growing our businesses, that is what we need to make it work. So I'm not going to go through the whole page. I'm just going to give you kind of an overview of a few things in there to know about. Resyndicators, that I just talked about, getting your content syndicated out there everywhere. Funnel Zero, because this funnels people directly to content they're going to love and then to your next step. You don't have to fight with funnels anymore. I don't know how many of you feel like I do, and I'm pretty good with tech, but it still makes me want to throw my computer across the room trying to set up funnels, spending hours and days and even months sometimes on them. And then it's not that they don't convert, it's that they don't get enough traffic to have been worth the time. So we're bringing you the traffic and freeing you from having to worry about funnels. Brandstorm is the next thing in there. And that is, again, because Rhonda and her team have such expertise in media and PR, they're able to give you the assets to put out there and say, I am featured on the Wild Network, and really build your credibility and your authority fast by leveraging that association. Social Plays, talked about some of that a little bit, getting other people to share your content for you and building that into the system, and then Recommendify. One of the core things that Rhonda told us as soon as we started talking about this platform was it's got to have a way for women to recommend each other, to be able to say, here's a woman you can trust to handle that for you. You want this? Check out this gal. You want this? Here's a resource for you. And so you're going to be able to list what are the things that you do, that you provide, that you offer, and get referrals from other women on the platform and give them referrals as well. And you guys know a referral is like 1,000 times easier to close than somebody finding you cold. So it's a really powerful piece of it. Let's see. So I kind of talked this a little bit. You are welcome to read through the details on the page, but I don't think you need to. If you are still here, you already see the power of this and what it can do for you in your business. You can see women who are featured here. There's some feedback. You're welcome to take a look at that. Rhonda shared on here why she was inspired to do this. And then you've got two options. So you've got your collection. If you go for a collection, that's the page like this, where you get to feature a handful of your videos on one page, right? So it's up to, I believe, 11 videos. Yeah. Was it, Rhonda? Yeah. That they get inside of a collection.
Yeah,
let's explain. Profile page.
Yeah, let's explain the collection. So what we're able to do now for collections is the main collections right now are going to be the WILD, Wealth, Intuition, Leadership, and Diversity, right? So you'll be able to fit your content in and have a collection within those. Michelle, would you express it as if it's like the Wealth channel and they have a collection within it, right? So because I know that was really like, wait, what is the differences? I want to understand the differences.
And then do they need to choose one? They need to choose one of those categories to put their collection in, correct?
Yes. Okay. You would choose one channel. So we have a channel for wealth, for intuition, for leadership, and for diversity. And if you get a collection, you choose which of those channels you wanted to be featured inside of. So, you can think of like the wealth channel as, again, it's like HBO, and you're like a Game of Thrones with your collection or your show inside of that channel. And then you've got the Rockstar level, which that one actually gets you your own full channel like this on the platform. You can feature as much of your content as you want inside of it. We can feature podcasts, your videos from YouTube, Facebook Live, wherever you've got content or content that you're creating, you can get it onto the platform, and you can set up as many collections inside a channel as you would like. So you've got a lot more content that you can feature inside of a channel. Let's see here. So, we've already gone over and talked about some of the bonuses around it. Just one more time for people. Yeah. Some of the things that you get when you join at that Rockstar level is also being featured in Women Gone Wild magazine, which I am so excited for. I cannot wait to see Women Gone Wild magazine come out. You get your own column in Women Gone Wild magazine. So there's a lot of bonuses that come with that level that really just make the value incredible for it. And one thing that I this is an exercise I always do, and I wanted to share. Anytime I'm looking at, is this a good investment? Does this make sense? What I ask myself is, what's the value of one client for me? And if I were to get just one client a month over the next 6 months from this platform, what does that come to? And if you do that math for yourself, let's say you get one client a month for 6 months, what is the value of 6 clients for you? Because if it's more than this investment, then that's a pretty easy decision to make, because getting in front of a number of people you're going to be able to reach with this, you're going to be able to really finally get the visibility and the traffic that you're looking for, so you can get out there and make a bigger impact. And there's just one more thing I wanted to share on, and I will throw it back to you and Leah. Yeah, no worries. That is what happens once you say yes and sign up, so that everybody knows here's what's happening next. When you join us, the first thing you're going to get is your introduction kit. You join the network, we appreciate that. We're going to send you a welcome kit and schedule a kickoff call with you. That's going to be, hey, how does this work? We'll answer all the questions you've got, review the onboarding process and all of that. The next step is an onboarding meeting. And the first meeting is Tuesday, guys. So get in before Tuesday so you can join us for that. We're going to go through how does this platform work. And by the way, as part of this group, you are not going to have to worry about the tech details because Rhonda has set up to have a concierge load all your content in for you. All you got to do is send them the links to your videos and say, here's what I want on the platform. They will magically make it happen for you like amazing little unicorns behind the scenes. So again, you don't have to deal with the tech, which that alone is worth a fortune, right? None of us need more tech work to deal with. So you're just going to send the links and say, this is my content. Here's my offers. Get me on there. And we will make that happen for you. So onboarding meeting is where we'll, again, answer questions, help you know what to expect. Then you've got content lock. We'll get your content installed. We'll get the messaging in place, your marketing in place, and we will make sure that your profile makes you look amazing. So we will get your photo on there, your bio on there. We can help you with your bio if you aren't sure what to say or where to link to make sure it's really effective. And then the last step is a media blitz. And that is, we will get you done for you media resources, media and interview opportunities, ready to share social media assets so that everyone can get out and spread the word about, hey, I am featured on the Wild Network. Come check this out. It's a place where you can be inspired, be empowered, continue learning, and really connect with a community of wild women. So, Rhonda, that is it.
Yeah, it's so much. And I know everyone's really super excited about that. I think a couple people were asking as well. And this is one thing, by being here, right, we are looking at those of you to get yourself, your channel and or your collection. And we are very, very limited, right? However, a few did ask about a payment plan, and we have structured in now a payment plan opportunity for those of you that want to get inside and get your Rockstar channel right away. There is a 3-plan opportunity. And one thing that we're doing for those of you, this is all new, very exclusive, is that there is after the first 6 months, so there's no hosting fees whatsoever for the first 6 months. After that, then you'll have your hosting $100 per month for your collection and $250 per month for your channel. But once you pay the front end investment to get your channel set up, then the rest of that is just your hosting. So we're clearing the hosting for the first 6 months for those of you who are here so that we can really get this thing dialed in. And then now you literally have a money-making machine that is constantly just working for you. The front-end investment's like building a website. However, we're building a whole network for you to use, to share, and to bring people forward. And we are bringing more people forward to be in front of you as well. So there's so much that's going into this. Hundreds of thousands of dollars are being invested to building this network the right way. And we want the right ones to start it and to launch it with us, which is why you're here, why we're welcoming it to you. What do you think, Leah?
Can I sign up again? I mean, I said yes because as we've been talking about this, I've been like, this is exactly what we've been looking for. This is what we need. I'm so tired of being censored. Similar to you, nothing's getting views anymore. But this is the first time I've seen it. And I'm like, literally, can I sign up again?
I know.
It's so good. It's so much better than I thought it was going to be. How exciting is this? As a content creator, especially, this is something that, this is like the thing my dreams are made of.
Right.
But I also want to say that to some people that might be feeling a little daunted by like, oh, I don't have this much content yet, or I wouldn't have enough to fill a channel. You would be surprised how things can be repurposed, broken up into smaller snippets. That's a lot of what I do in my business.
Me too.
So if this is calling to you, don't not say yes because you're worried that you don't have enough content. Simply producing a couple of videos a week can go such a long way, and you'd be surprised you can fill this before you know it.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, that's what initially I was thinking. I was like, oh gosh, what are we going to put in there? It's like, wait, I have so much work and so much content. They're like, no, and don't worry if it's not highly produced, because I think everyone's saying, do I have to have like a production show? No, actually, people really want the real stuff. And so your lives, all of the things, and that's where I was like, gosh, I have all these lives. They're like, yes, this is what should go on, because this is the real raw stuff, right? It's really nice to look fluffy and pretty all the time, right? For us to show up with you. But this is not how I look when I'm working, you know? And when I'm talking real and raw to my community and really getting real, you want to look like a natural person, right? And this is the kind of stuff that we want to also create, this reason for having a safe place in the Wild Network. This is women being women and supporting each other. And so, yeah, I think you will definitely have enough content. That's why we think that by you having your own channel is what's actually going to be the first start of you building the best way. Why not start the right way? Go ahead, Michelle.
I was just going to kind of piggyback on what Leah said there. Don't worry about having enough content, because there's a couple of things. First off, you only need a couple pieces of content to get started. And one of the things that we will do in those onboarding calls, and remember, as part of this, when you join, you get that membership in the monthly Wild Women Mastermind, where we will be giving you ideas and supporting you and helping you get your content created. Because again, I know you guys already know the power of community. One of the things that I tell clients all the time is you don't even have to create the content on your own. Jump on Zoom or Facebook Live with a friend or a client or a colleague and just do a quick interview. Let them ask you some questions. That can make great content. Like, don't let content stop you if you aren't sure where to start with that, because we will help you figure that out. And you can see a lot of the videos that we actually featured in here. I mean, this video, Leah, I don't know if you remember which video this is. That is a really powerful video, and it's 1 minute and 40 seconds long, right? Your content doesn't have to be complicated or fancy or really intense to actually impact people and to get them to want to know more about you. So I just wanted to throw that in real quick.
Yeah, no, I think it's so good, because I think that's where people can get hung up. It's like, this is the best way to start. Start with a way where you are already being showcased, and we are creating the best connected network, right? So that means you could literally reach out to any other wild woman and say, hey, I want to interview you. Like, people were asking me, how do I get more people on my podcast? How do I get on more podcasts? I'm like, get inside the network. So we're going to be starting embedding in that. Do you have a podcast? I'm looking for guests, right? And so you can be looking around. I can be on all these different podcasts, because that was how, you know, with Women Gone Wild book, all the authors had podcasts. Everyone just started to jump on each other's stuff. And then we realized, wait, this was really big. This is 22 women interacting with each other, and 22 women created a massive ripple, a massive summit. And so that's what we're going to be embedding in there as well, where you have that connection, where you have unlimited amount of women that you could work with, interview, be on their podcast, showcase their work, collect together. I also was sharing with everyone, Michelle, what I'm really excited about. We're not only going to do the monthly mastermind where we're going to work with you, but we're also going to be then, those that have Rockstar channels, you will then be able to be featured as a masterclass each month that you just give your free content to the whole network. So think about that. You're on a network that's going to have hundreds of thousands of people, because we're going to start bringing the traffic forward. You get to be a showcased feature topic masterclass, and the network is invited. You get to bring your people. But now what's happening? Oh, all of a sudden I'm like, well, I want to share this because, you know, Leah's talking about her wealth alchemy, or Yamilka's talking about the archetype method. Jody's talking about Beyond the Banks. We all share it. Boom. Now Jody gets to be showcased. We help her build her business. Then we do it ourselves. They help us build our business. This is how it really, truly should be working. And this is what we're creating right now. Because I remember I used to watch people like being on stages together and seeing all these emails going, gosh, they have their own little circular network. They all get on each other's stages. They have summits. They have this. They mail for each other. They're affiliates of each other, which is a whole different topic, because the multiple streams of income is really important for Leah that we should address. And then boom, now we're creating multiple streams of income for each other with thousands of different women's offers and businesses, right? This is what it's about. Do you want to touch on the multiple streams of income, Michelle? Because I haven't even asked you if this is possible, but I was like, so what if? Okay, so we're going to be able to be affiliates of the network, so you can share it, and we're going to talk about that. But what if, Michelle, Leah has on her channel for me to become an affiliate of Leah? Leah is a masterclass on the channel. I share it to my network, my audience that follows me, and they buy from Leah. Can we do something like that?
Oh, absolutely. And I think one of the things for people to realize is, yes, you can put your content on it. You can charge for your content and get paid that way. But when you have a channel or a collection, you're automatically approved as an affiliate for the whole network. So when you share, whether it's your content or somebody else's, you share anything that gets people back to this network. When somebody follows your link and buys from anybody on the network, you're tagged as the affiliate referral for that. So you get a commission from anything inside of the network. And, you know, it's one of those spaces where sometimes we're afraid to jump into affiliate marketing because it feels technical or it feels not with this. You've got one link to share. When you share that out there, it doesn't matter what somebody comes into the platform and says yes to, you're the person who referred them and you deserve to get a referral for that. So absolutely.
So this is people want to share all the time.
Right. We're not afraid to share because I even had people saying, oh, Rhonda, I don't want to share your Women Gone Wild link because I'm not an affiliate of it. And I was like, okay, I do get that. So go become an affiliate. And then I was like, wait a minute, but no wonder that's stopping people from sharing our stuff.
Oh yeah.
And that's not what we are as women, right? This is a big thing that I made sure that we embedded in. I've been part of a lot of affiliates and promotions for others. And those others, their links expire or they can, it's called first or last touch. The last touch stole the person that I brought in, if you will. We are not having any of that. It is one touch, that touch, whoever shares it, and they take action and it's all trackable. So this is going to be a real space where the truth and the honesty and the true honest wealth is going to be happening because remember I always talk about the money line? The money line is going to be clean because when you share something and someone takes action on it, you're the one that gets tracked back to it. These are so many things that has been broken in this industry that have stopped people from wanting to participate. You know? And this is what we're changing. And so this is going to be our $1 billion network that all of us are going to be able to participate in the frequency of that knowing and that energy. And this is why I'm so excited. And now you're going to be able to be verified a Wild Network member. So it's not just a blue tick. You're actually going to have a white W around next to your name. So it shows that I'm a verified channel holder.
Love that.
That holds clout. And the world's going to know about this. So be part of the very first launch of this network because there are others that are going to be coming forward. It's going to be pretty
Absolutely.
big. Yeah.
One of the things I love about this is, I've been doing, Rhonda, we've known each other for a long time. Yeah. I've been putting content out there for, decades. I guess I'm dating myself, but I always felt weird about sending people to YouTube or these other sites where I'm like, I'm not cool with a lot of the content that's on there. I don't feel good about sending somebody there to get lost. This, I feel good about sending people to where I know everything that's on this platform is going to be aligned, is going to be good for them, is going to have a positive impact. Just that alone, I'm excited about that piece of it.
Yeah, me too. So everyone's getting excited. We've got some questions that just came through. Shannon asks, are the fees a one-off or annual? Great question. So there's a one-off fee to get your channel or your collection, and then you just pay the monthly hosting fee that keeps your content, keeps the team working for you, keeps everything moving. And then there's going to be a lot of different opportunities that will pop in as well because I'm in PR. Many people always want to be featured in Forbes. I will have opportunities every once in a while. It says, hey, who would like to participate in this? And then you get to fill out an application. So there's going to be other forms of opportunities and offers. But once you're in, you pay your front end fee, and then it's only your monthly fee that you then will have to pay
after 6 months.
After 6 months, right? Which
is huge. I mean, that in and of itself is so generous.
That's saving you thousands of dollars on your channel. And that is for those of you that are only here. So you have to take action now, right? Because once this relaunches, this is only for those that are live, that are part of this Women Gone Wild Summit, right? So this is very special for you. So great question, though. Raina says, if I'm just getting started, will this work for me or do I need to wait? Absolutely. Think about, you're going to be learning from women from around the world. Get started now so that you are building on your content because everyone loves to see growth from someone as well. Did you want to add to that, Michelle? Or no? I noticed you.
This is the kind of thing that honestly I wish had existed.
Yeah.
When I started my business back in like 2000, there was nowhere like this for me to start putting content out. And I tried to build a business that really, 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 really incredibly slow way, which was find people one at a time who were interested. And if I had had a platform to put my content on where there was already a community of women that were a good fit, I can't even imagine where I would be at now if I had had that when I first got started. So I would say absolutely don't wait. Actually, it's a better time to jump on when you're just getting started. Give yourself that advantage.
Yeah, and then you're going to be learning from them. You're watching what other content's being put out. We're masterminding. I mean, our masterminds are $100,000 a year to be in. But we're going to be giving our time and our team time to come in and to answer your questions. So I think this is the best.
To that one
please,
really quick also. So, for me, I originally built my home on Facebook. That was where I started out. And so as a result of that, that has always sort of been my core audience. And now what we're seeing is that core audience, I'm losing all my traffic now. So I would say you have to start somewhere. Right. And the other options that are out there right now, unfortunately, are not supportive of growth and engagement. Yeah. It is so difficult to be seen. And so I would say this is the best place to come if you're just getting started, because what you're actually going to get is visibility. And not only are you going to get visibility, you're going to have the support of other women helping you build that business. You do not get that on any other platform. No. And so I would say, if you're just getting started, this is the best place to do that.
Yeah, for sure. Well said. Raisha asks, is this more of a social network or like a TV network? Well, it's like both, right? It really is. It's a social platform because you're gonna be able to interact. You're gonna be able to like each other, share each other's stuff, ask each other questions, because we're gonna have a full network where you can, chat. And it's also going to be like a TV show. Like you can have your own TV shows. We're putting Witches of Wall Street on there. I'm putting my Rhonda Swan show. Like I'm not even I don't even call my show a podcast because I don't even go on podcasts. I don't like to listen to audio. I want to see the people, right? So we're putting our shows on there, and it's like the blend of the two, TV network.
And you can have your podcast on there if you want.
Of course. It's just audio. It's just audio. Yeah, that's it. That's right, Michelle. That's another question too that was coming forward, is that there's multiple ways. Like you can embed PDFs, audio, like they can bring, right? Will you touch on that?
Yep. Yeah, you absolutely can. So you've got, and let me actually go over to one of the examples here. So where you've got your main video embedded, you've also got some opportunities. So down here, and it'll activate when there's downloads in it. You can give people PDF files, you can give them audio files, you can give them links to things like spreadsheets. So if you've got next steps for people or things that go along with it, and especially if it's a paid course or program that you're hosting in here, you can give them all of those resources right with the episode. So they're right there for people to easily download and keep track of. And, if you've got audio content, let me, let's see if this one is loaded in here. You can add, nope, that one's not loaded in here. Hang on a second. You can actually add in, if you've got your audio and you're putting it on YouTube with just like an image, you can load that in here too. So it doesn't have to be you on camera. You can have content in here that's just your audio podcast and syndicated inside of the network. And one of the things that I don't think we actually talked about on the sales page, if you've got an RSS feed for your podcast, I know this is a little bit technical, but if you're a podcaster, you know what this is. We can grab your RSS feed and automatically import all of your episodes in. So good. You don't have to do anything except give us your RSS feed. And then every new episode as it comes out,
just
show up on the network.
Good.
Yes,
hey, I've got a question about live streaming, because I know we've talked a little bit about it, that it will eventually be a feature. That's something that you're going to be adding as well, so you can actually live stream onto the network. Is that correct?
Absolutely. And we've got comments built in. So not only can you live stream into the network, but you can have comments coming up while you're live right below your video. So you're able to get that interaction with your community too.
And is that going to be right away, or do we have a little bit of time before that feature goes live?
That is a great question. We are actually testing it right now. So by the time everybody's content gets in there, yeah.
Yeah, but that's the brilliant piece about it, right? Is all those little things that your needs will be. That's where we're going to start going, okay, yes, then this is going to be the priority list, but this is something we're going to do like next time. But there's so much already available for it. But that was the big thing. Everyone's like, oh my gosh, Rhonda, you're live streaming on these amazing pages. How do I get this? And we're like, no, we need to embed that in so people can immediately just tap into it and start sharing. And boom, now you've got an audience and you've got a way to put your courses in. You don't have to deal with the techie stuff. You have to deal with all these funnels and registrations and all this stuff that are challenging. So that's going to be embedded right there for you. There was a question though for you, Michelle. Nina says, I've been here all 4 days, and she actually didn't understand it until now, which we understand that, Michelle, because until you really see it, it's challenging. And until you walk through it. So will you be teaching us, or are you just the programmer?
Well, okay, I am not a developer. I should probably be really clear about that. If I were trying to code this, we'd have a whole disaster on our hands. What I'm, working with Rhonda on is helping manage this team that's developing it. And my background is in content marketing. So I started blogging in like 2008. Very quickly discovered that was a great way to get seen, got my blog up to like 300 page views a month. And then things changed with search and with social media, some of the things that Rhonda and Leah were talking about. And it became harder to actually get your content out there in front of people because there were so many filters and so many things happening that if you didn't actively pay to get your Facebook stuff seen or other things, they just weren't showing your content. Yeah. And so that's part of why I'm so excited about this opportunity and the network is I know the power of content to really draw people in and to really build your business, and the power of networks and women specifically. That's probably not PC to say, but we are really good at sharing things that I know how it takes off. And yeah, I'm hoping Rhonda will let me be part of the mastermind and giving you guys some information and resources and support with getting your content on here and out there into the world.
Yeah, absolutely. And Nina, just know that we're going to have a lot of videos, walkthroughs. We're going to be there together. We have a very large team that's going to help not only teach, but show, how to really leverage and to use it. And then any new idea that someone has, we're going to be making sure that you are aware of that. And that's the great thing about being part of a network. You are growing with it as the new ideas are coming forward and the new things are coming forward, you're growing with it. Our responsibility, what we're going to be doing as the owners of the network and, supporting is that we will be driving traffic to the network as a whole, right? Which I now have to spend a lot of money to drive tons of traffic to my shows and all the things that I do. But now I'm like, amazing. I can put all that energy and everyone benefits from it. And this is why we're embedding in why collaboration matters, right? This is why we collaborate with each other. Because I know if I collaborate with Leah on, let's say, a webinar, then Leah's got her audience, is less expensive for me. I have my audience, it's less expensive for her. Boom, we come together. However, when you come to the network where everyone has their audience together, and then you can all benefit because you share it because you're already an affiliate of the network, look what just happened. We all just become everyone's best and biggest champion. And then, we start collaborating over here, collecting women over here and saying, hey, who wants to do a live stream with me? Boom, right? Like it's going to be so brilliant. This is going to be the ultimate way for you to grow, to elevate, and to be part of something much grander than yourself. And I'm excited. All right, one last question. April says, what makes this better than YouTube? I already have a channel on YouTube and I barely have any views. How can the network help me? Well, I think you answered your question, sister. Right? Our content is not being seen. You're competing with billions and billions of people. And unless you know the algorithms of how to keyword, how to put your work in front of the right people, it's not going to be seen. I have hundreds of thousands of followers. My YouTube channel has crickets. I've been on YouTube before, right when it started. It's crazy.
Well, and it's not just that. With YouTube, you've got to watch every word you say.
Every word,
if you say the wrong word, that video's down. You got a content strike. You're banned from YouTube because you said, well, I won't say any of the words that get you banned.
Just watch any of my videos. You'll hear all the words in my videos.
But you got to worry about that. And then, one thing that I'll just throw out there that I think makes this such a better space for women is I know I've put videos up on YouTube and then I've had comments that shook me. And like, I didn't want to post any more content. It took me weeks to get over some of the mean stuff people say, because you're out there in a pretty scary world. We'll put it that way.
Yep.
But when your content is in front of people who are there because they're looking for your content, the type of thing you've got, and they're very aligned values wise, you don't have to worry about haters or about garbage like that happening on a space like this. That's one of the things I love about it, is I know this is somewhere people will appreciate my content and appreciate that we are all unique. We are all different. And that's what makes us amazing, not what makes us a target for, bullying and the kind of garbage that you and Rhonda, you and Hanalei were talking about yesterday on social media. So just for that reason alone, I'm excited to put my content in here versus YouTube.
Yeah, same. And, Hanalei, she's got tons of content, right? And, we have to be very careful where it goes.
Yeah.
And now we're like, wow, this is so great, because she can, place her content on this network, and then we know who's watching it, right? And we are able to, help protect that, And so I just think it's really, everything about it is going to be a question for me just came up, Michelle, another idea. I've been on a couple of platforms before where we can literally push a button and go live right there, and it streams directly live. We're going to be able to do that, aren't we?
I believe that's the plan. That is in development.
Yes. Okay. I just wanted to make sure, because this is what Hanalei was saying. She's like, Mom, I do my lives. She'll do her lives on Instagram, right? And then she goes live and it just goes live. And she's like, is this going to be hard for me to take this content and have to upload it? Like, no, once you get your initial stuff up, when you're doing stuff on the fly, you're just plugging and playing. I'm on the network. Hi, everyone. You're doing your normal lives. And then you go syndicate. It goes to all the social media that you were going to go on before, but it stays on your host, which is your network.
Absolutely.
That's the glory of all of this, right? Is that you can record on the fly. Okay, we have couple more questions. Angel says, do you help with marketing for this? I saw that one graphic says about marketing. What marketing do you help with? Well, there's going to be a lot of information, people talking and helping with marketing, but is there anything specific, Michelle, that you had in mind?
Oh gosh, that's a great question. So and I think there's a couple of things to know as far as the marketing piece of it goes. Number one is we're already set up with connections to a lot of the sites that, let me actually pull that back up here.
The syndication sites.
Mm-hmm. The syndication sites, we're set up with those connections. So that part of the marketing is taken care of. Like Rhonda and Brian and the team are investing in getting this out there, because like she said, she's pouring a small fortune into Facebook and Instagram ads.
Yeah.
And instead, she's going to pour it into the network so that it's benefiting everybody who's part of it. So you're getting a huge ads budget essentially without having to invest anything additional in the ads. So that's built in. I think another thing that there's two other aspects that are really important. One is because women can get free memberships to the platform, and you get to decide which of your content is featured free and which of it is like a paid upgrade, right? Just like Amazon, you have a membership and there's still lots of things I buy on Amazon and subscribe to, right? But you can decide which of your content is free, which is paid. And because Rhonda's got a list, Leah's got a list, I've got a list, and all of these women are inviting our networks here to get their free Wild memberships.
Yeah.
You've got a built-in community of people who will be signed up and want to see your content. So you've got traffic coming from that as well, the existing community that will be built around it, in addition to new traffic coming from not just ads, but syndication networks like Outbrain and Taboola. For those of you who are in content marketing, those networks. We've got those set up and connected. And I think the other thing to know is, sometimes as women, I mean, this is true for me anyway, I'm not good at asking for help. I am not good at asking for favors. I will stand there. I'm 4'11". I will stand on my tippy toes and try to climb on things to reach something that's on top of the shelf, rather than just say, hey, could you help me reach this? Right? I'm not great at that. And I think in business, sometimes we forget, same as in life, if we just ask, there are so many people waiting to support us and help us. And when you get on the network, you don't even have to ask, because Rhonda and Leah and myself and all of the other women who are part of this with Liz, we're going to be mailing for it. We're going to be promoting it and sending people there. So you are getting the benefit of all of that traffic coming together. So I think that was kind of a long answer to, will we handle marketing?
No,
there will be a lot of marketing going on.
Yeah, that's the thing. I think it's really important because I do know this is the gap of women, right? And it's nothing against our gender. It's really the gap. You're just not marketing or paying for ads unless you've got someone working for you. And we get that. I'm a marketing machine. I live for this stuff. So if you also notice, when you become a Rockstar channel, which the guys just said, the Rockstar channels are starting to go now, and we can only take a limited amount. So if you want to be a Rockstar channel, I would suggest you doing it now, is you also get featured in ad spots throughout the network. Floating ad spots. So if you know anything about AI, or if you've been on websites that you were just looking at something and you went to another website and you're like, why did that offer? Follow me. That's what we're going to be creating, right? Ways where there you go, Michelle. Your ad spots will be.
Please follow me everywhere.
Yeah. It's like, chase me around, right?
I'd rather have your products and services follow me around.
Right? Then when I say talk about yoga and all of a sudden I'm on Facebook and yoga pants ads shows up, that's creeped me out. Like that is like, what? Because this is the reality though of what is happening outside, and we want to be able to protect that, and so that you can really be showcased in the best way. So yes, there's a lot of marketing that we are doing, and there's then for you, just by the sake that you literally walk in, click, I'm buying a channel right now. All of a sudden you walk through those exact steps of how to get registered as the channel. It immediately tells you what to do next, invites you to the very next call that you'll be having that is going to walk you through with your own personal concierge. And then boom, by you just being in, all of a sudden our back end starts to work and starts to filter you where you need to be. Like this is the magic that's happening. We do have a full concierge team that's going to be part of the Wild Network. If you've already met Shannon Rose, who is in the chat in VIP, Shannon Rose is one of our head writers here. She's also going to be a part inside of the network, just helping things move properly, right? And our whole tech team on the back end. So we are investing in you. You are going to have a team that you've never, ever had before, or maybe never be able to invest in for yourself. And this is part of that calling that I was told. You need to do something bigger, you need something better, and you need to help women, not just tell them what to do. You need to actually do it with them and show them the way.
Can I speak to this from a client perspective?
Yeah, please.
So Rhonda is a dear friend of mine, but I also am a client of UBA. Mm-hmm. And the thing that I will tell you that has, and you can actually, I think if you go to this page, you can watch me talk about this a little bit as well. But the thing that I love the most about working with Rhonda and about working with UBA is there's never any question that doesn't get answered. And in most cases, they've already preempted the question coming from me. Like there's such a beautiful hand-holding through the process. And so, it was so easy for me to say yes to this without even really understanding the ins and outs, because I know that that incredible team has now been upscaled to be even more people, and they're going to make it easy for you. Yeah. This isn't going to be a difficult thing where you're trying to sort out how do you upload a video or how do you upload a PDF. Like you're going to have people there helping you through that process. And it's one of the things I think that you do so well, and you don't find that anywhere else. Like I've worked with so many different agencies, so many different types of people in all my multiple careers that I've had in this life. And I have never had the personal attention, dedication, and attention to detail that I have had with your team. So I'm so excited about the channel because I know that and the network, that same courtesy and that same level of support.
It's going to translate. Thank you for that, because that is one thing that we care about the most, is making sure people feel that they get their questions answered when they need them, because I know that's what sticks you. That's what gets you stuck, hung up. And then you create stories. Like, I'm being real here. Then you create stories. Oh, this is going to work. Or I'm spending too much money. We stop stories because we have a thing in our company. You think before they create a story. Like they're going to ask you if you didn't get back to them or if they didn't know how to find it, they're already created a story that it's not going to happen for them or this isn't going to work for them. We stop all of that because that's really where we all should be navigating. And so we are putting together an additional team. There will be just what I actually love about GoDaddy. GoDaddy's got the coolest little deal. Do you need help? What's your question? We're going to be having those embedded inside of this. So if there is a question, you're stuck, you're going to be able to get accessed and be able to have help when you need it if we're not there live with you on the monthly mastermind.
Hey, real quick, Rhonda, we're getting some questions in chat, so I wanted to make sure I show people how to find the payment plan option.
Good.
So when you click the link on the side of your page that says, get on the network, you're going to go to this page, look for this section. You want to click the buttons that look like they're on fire. Appropriate, right? Buttons that look like they're on fire. Click, I want my own channel. There's 2 steps in the order form. So what you're looking for right here, you're going to fill in your info. When you click, let me put this in here so it lets me through. Go to step 2. Right here, you can choose the payment plan, right? So it's right there in step 2. Same link takes you to the page. You can choose 1 payment or 3 payments, or you can go to the PayPal page and same thing. There's only 1 link, but it has both options right here. So you can do 3 pay, 1 pay, or you can do PayPal credit. If you want to extend the payments even more over time to fit your budget, that's an option as well. So we had some questions about that. So I just wanted to make sure I showed people where to find that.
Yeah, no, I think that's great. Thank you for that. Because that we want to make sure we're not getting hung up. Okay, so it looks like we are filling up. Well done, everyone. Those of you that are still here, this is your time. This is your opportunity to get yourself secured as a Rockstar Channel member. We do have Rose is asking regarding the media aspect. Do we have a max we are allowed to push out to the media, and which media? So Michelle would be better at that on how much syndication. Like, is there a limit on the syndication? Is it every video? Is it every post? Because some of these details are
Okay. Yeah. So there's a couple of different levels in the syndication. So once you're inside, there are some levels of syndication that are every single video you can blast out to all of the social media channels, all of the basics. There are some upgraded levels available. So, if you wanted to show up on Amazon, for example, or some of these bigger networks, that's going to be something that we're not able to push every single video out to because they have specific content standards. Right. And we'll help you with what those are and how you can get content featured on some of those bigger networks. But in general, everything you put on the platform, you will be able to syndicate to a huge degree to these different spots.
Yeah, that's good. So there is going to be, because I love clarity of everything. I don't ever hide anything. So there are going to be certain syndication levels. And what I'm also going to be doing, because we're in PR as well, there's going to be a lot of different opportunities throughout the network as well, where we're writing an article for, let's say, the Entrepreneur Magazine, or I'm writing an article for, Hollywood Digest, right? And you'll be able to, if you're a Rockstar network, only if you're Rockstars will say, we need 5 people to answer these questions, and whoever answers them, you'll get in, and we're going to publish you. So these are things that we're including at least once a month, if not once a week. There will be different articles that we are publishing, because that's what I do, that all Rockstar channels will have the opportunity to get them. And people are going to ask, but what if somebody gets it first, all the times, the dates? It will go in order of who gets to. If you've already been published, everyone else gets an opportunity. Because this is the work that I do. We publish hundreds of articles every single month. And now, by being part of this, we're going to embed some of that opportunity for many of you so that you can also get published on other platforms as well. So we're very excited about that piece. And that's going to continue to also embed and grow as well as we're building it, which is why you're here now. Why you get the opportunity now to secure as a channel so that you can be part of the development of what we've got. And you're getting much more because as you can imagine, there's a lot of investment into this. This is the only time, mark my words, that it'll ever be this price. It will be launched again next year into the 2022, and it will be double the price. That's a guarantee. Many know that we're launching the book as well, right? So those of you that actually are in the book and fill out the book, you get your own channel for the next wealth book that's coming forward. So you will get your own channel. There's a lot of things that we're including as well. And then we'll have the summit again. So all of this is going to be developed by the next time the summit launches. All of these new developments and ideas you're going to be able to be part of. And you get this one-time offer, one time. The opportunity has just opened, and it's the only time you'll ever get to be part of a channel or a collection at this price. Because if you can imagine the thousands of people that we're going to be bringing forward, those that are already on this list that are going to be in, people are going to want They're going to beg to be inside, and we will be only very hand selective with who gets inside. I just have to say that because that's just truth.
I'm totally buying another channel. I just decided.
No, I've got to have a channel for me, for Brian's, for Brian, for Hanalei, like for Witches of Wall Street.
I'm like, I have to have the one for my emotional resonance clearing.
Oh,
like,
right.
Ooh,
I just sold myself.
that's a great idea.
Right.
I
So after seeing this, I'm so blown away. I'm so blown away.
Yeah. No, it is.
I'm seeing these awesome names come through.
Okay,
People
cool.
that I know that are buying channels. I'm so excited.
Okay. Blair says, hi, Rhonda. I have a question. Will you be able to embed our channel or collection onto our website?
That's a great
question. Why not?
I think that's something, Rhonda, we can talk about because there's definitely ways to take this and widgetize it so that it can be displayed inside of a website, inside of your sidebar if you've got a blog. So we can absolutely help figure out ways.
I mean, we do that now with our YouTube. We do that now with all of our social. You just grab the embeds and it drops on a website. So oh my goodness, that's a great idea. See, there you go, Blair. Another reason why you should be a Rockstar channel owner.
It is, and that's one of the reasons, guys, to get in now while it's still kind of getting launched, because you get to give your feedback and ideas. And at this point, they can become part of the network. So you get to help shape it and be part of it as it grows, where you don't get that opportunity later. You know, YouTube doesn't care what we think. At least they don't answer my emails. They don't care what I think about what they do. But this is an opportunity where your thoughts actually matter here.
Yeah.
We want to know what features will help you get out there and what can we do to support you. And I know Rhonda and the team are listening for that, because if you've got great ideas, throw them at us. We will figure out where it fits in the development map.
Absolutely. And we should have like a little widget on there that says, I got ideas, send them our way, right? Because this is part of our life's work. We're going to build the largest network that's ever been built for women to expand their business, their growth. And one of the things I've seen, like all these messages pop up on my phone. Okay. So just for clarity, guys, this is called Wild Network, right? And we're not banning men from the space. No, we're not. There's going to be a dude section too. Brian will have videos on here. It is called Wild Network. Yes. So yes, there will be some balancing out of the energy there. Yeah. Yeah, very good, right? Thank you. This, of course, because we're Women Gone Wild right now, we're only launching it to the women. But yeah, Brian's going to have his own channel. Like, there's going to be areas where the men, because why not build, the men's network as well, right? Like, why not? Why would we not do that for ourselves? But yeah, that'll definitely be happening. And let's do some announcements. We got a lot of people that just became Rockstar channel and collection members. Yeah, should we do that? Any other questions if you've got? Drop them our way. We're going to be closing up in a minute, and we're going to sit tight for a quick Q&A for those of you that did get the Ignite Your Fire and the mystery box. If you have even a couple more questions, you'd be welcome to join us in there, but you'll have a private Q&A with us if you've gotten those two. Okay, so Tarsh, congrats. You're in the group chat for being a rock star and joining the Wild Network. So awesome to have you there, sister. Also, Nina Cruz. Yay, Nina. You know Nina? Yes. Well done. We're excited to have you in there. Estelle Amelia on joining the network. Do you know her too? Amazing. No. All right, way to go. Janine Washington. Actually, I know Janine was like one of the very first that came forward. Congrats to you. I know that, Kathy Tate came through. There was a whole huge list from yesterday. This is just Carrie. Yeah, exactly. Taryn Reeves. There was a big list, and I'm pulling from the top. This is just who just popped on. So make sure that as you come through, I'll make sure that I announce your name. Okay, so all right, a couple more questions. How do people know who don't know about this network about it? How do people find our content? Well, that's a great question. We're going to be pushing this out to everyone. If you can imagine, how many times did you see something about being on Women Gone Wild Summit? Millions saw it. So if you can imagine what we just did for this, how we got the thousands of people here, and how millions are going to see it and that are on this list, is because we know how to market, right? So we're going to start bringing people forward about the network. There's going to be a lot of noise about the network. You also, by creating content and pushing that little share button, Look what happens. When we had Hanalei come on, we told you all to share. You know what happened? All of you shared it. We literally have over 800 new people joined us within 5 minutes. It was mind-blowing. People shared it and said, 14-year-old prodigy Hanalei Swan is speaking right now. You've got to join us. And it went Richter scale. Imagine thousands of women doing the exact same thing to their content. People are going to keep seeing this. What is this wild network on the wild network? Why do I keep seeing this wild network? Curiosity creates action, right? So this is what we're going to be creating. Yeah, good one. Okay, do people have to visit to pay the network? That's a really great question. It's going to be free to get our free content that you as Rockstar Channel owners select. All that content's going to be free, right? And they're going to be able to observe and be part of it, to consume this content. And then you get to select which content is paid for. All right, when does the site go live? Please, what's the date? Well, we're pretty much ready as all of you get through, but Michelle will know that better.
Yeah, as you can see, I'm actually on the live website right now. So the live date is basically, we want to get your content loaded in here, get everything ready to go, and when Rhonda says pull the switch, we pull the switch.
Yeah, so my goal was to have 50 channels to launch with, right? And so you can be part of that 50. It will most likely probably launch within the next 30 days once we take all the time to get through, because you're going to be working with one of our teammates. You're actually going to have someone, a network concierge that's going to make sure that you are, you've got everything in. And it could take up to 30 days to get everything in, because we want you to look good as well, right? So there's going to be some branding work that need to happen, some covers and thumbnails and things like that you're going to need, because we will be protecting the integrity of the network as well. And we want to be sure that that launches really, really well. And don't worry, we know how to launch things, right? We're going to make this sucker a big, huge network launch. Go ahead, Michelle. Did you just get excited?
I just want to throw one thing in there. Rhonda just revealed to us how to get this to launch faster. She told us as soon as there's 50 channels, she's launching. So bring a friend.
Yeah,
bring 5 friends, right? And we will get this launched quicker.
That's even better. Even better.
You kind of revealed that.
Yeah,
so.
Exactly. And we're getting close. So make sure that you guys help us get through to that, because we will be now, as you know, this is live. You get this opportunity live, then we will be mailing the list that didn't come to all of this, that are not here. And they're going to know you have an opportunity to get inside the network. This is your opportunity now. Once we close these doors, we're calling it the cart closes, right? Once the opportunity closes, it's sealed. It's got to be sealed. Otherwise, we don't, protect the integrity of the launch of it. Okay, so then included is a question. The monthly fees, we get the ads. When you're a Rockstar Channel member, you will get placed among the floating ads that go around the channel. Is there anything more, Michelle, that you want to add to that? Because I want to make sure that I'm accurate with what all of our...
Yeah. So there's a couple of different places ad spots will show up. One is over here in these sidebars. You can see we've got a featured item, and then we've got things we think they'll like. We're recommending things, again, based on what are people actually looking at. So like Rhonda, you mentioned the yoga pants. If I go watch 3 yoga videos, yoga pants aren't necessarily going to come up in my sidebar, but maybe a home video for, yoga program, but it'll be based on what they're consuming, what they're watching. So this is one of the places that your ads can show up here. A couple of other places. Now, one thing to notice, and I didn't actually show this when I did the demo, you can see this right here. We've got this wild quiz up here in the corner. What kind of wild women are you? When people come and take this quiz, of course, they're being added to the Wild Network list. What does that mean for you? When you post new content, your content's going out to this list. And when we want to feature ads in that newsletter and to that email list, we can feature you there as well. So it's ads that are not just going to show up on the site, but go out in emails, go out on our social media. So Wild Network is set up on all of the major social media platforms and already starting to build followings there very quickly. Because again, this marketing stuff is stuff that we know how to do. Rhonda's been in the space I'm not going to give away how long you've been doing this, Rhonda, but you know what you're doing.
15 years.
This is, what's that?
15 years.
15 years. The opportunity for those ad spots to be featured in all of these places is really powerful because of that decades of knowledge that Rhonda and Brian and the team have. They know how to feature you on the site, in the emails, on social media, so you really are getting seen. So hopefully that answers the question.
Yeah, great. Congrats, Blair and Laura Johnson. Way to go, Laura. They just triggered up and popped in. So as you're completing your forms, there's a lot of people that are completing their forms. We'll give you a bit of announcement as well. So anything more, Michelle, that you think that we should be sharing, that we left out? We're super excited, as you can tell. 4 whole days. Wow, we've done this.
Yeah. I'm just super excited, Rhonda, to get to be part of helping you get this out there into the world, because I know it's something that we need. I know it's something that if it had existed 20 years ago, I would be in a totally different place in my business.
I know.
Because so many times we get discouraged and we just want to give up because it feels like we're working so hard to create content, to do what we know we're here to do, and nobody's noticing it. Nobody's seeing it. And I know that having a platform like this will make all the difference in getting our work and our stories out there in front of so many more women who we can help and have an impact on. So that's it. I'm excited about it.
Me too. Thank you for the hard work that you're putting into it, Michelle. Mars and Michelle are just amazing, and it's just been super powerful. Michelle Gabrielle just signed up too. Way to go. All right. Mikhail, maybe I said that wrong. But as you come forward, we're super excited to have that first meeting and to really learn about what you're all about and where you are going wild. All right, so let's continue to have that going forward. As you come through, we're going to make sure everyone knows as well. And we're getting close to those 50, so don't leave here without making sure you get in that 50. We'll probably close this up and we'll let everyone know as we're getting closer to the 50. We'll probably keep it open for the next couple days. If we hit the 50 tonight, we're going to close it up. So just make sure that you're that one, and you get in. So thank you, Michelle. Anything more?
Absolutely. Oh boy, I'm excited to get everybody set up to see all the content in there. I think the one last thing I will say is I remember a few years ago, I was at an event, I was having a discussion with a little girl who, much like Hanalei, was an entrepreneur. And we were talking about, how she deals with that. And one of the things she said to us was every day she gets to decide, does she want to be her small self or does she want to be her big self? And I thought, what a cool way that is to look at what our choices are. We can be our small selves, or we can step into being our big self, not being afraid, like Danielle was talking about earlier, that be brave, get out there with what you got and really make an impact on people. And so that's the thought I would leave people with is be your big self. Take that risk because there are people waiting for you. We know if you're here, you have a message, you have a story, you have something that matters. And we want to help you get that out there because we believe in you. And we know we can help you make that happen. So that's it.
I love it. Thank you, Michelle. You're the best. And thank you, Leah, for being here. Is there anything that you want to leave or, leave on the audience as a parting before we invite the Ignite Your Fire and the Mystery Box and the VIPs to come have a private chat with us?
I mean, Michelle just said it so beautifully, I think. For me, it's so important right now that we are taking control of our own lives and our own businesses and our own ability to earn money. And, I love the exposure that the network gives, but, for me, one of the things I'm so excited about with this is the affiliate opportunities and is the opportunity for people to begin to open up additional streams of revenue. And this is a way that you're going to be able to do that in such a beautiful, to give back to other women and also be opening up additional streams of revenue for yourself. This is what this is about. And this is what we're stepping into right now. And so if there's a piece of you that is excited, if there's a piece of you that is, feeling that your fire is being ignited, say yes to yourself, say yes to your soul, say yes to this opportunity. because it won't be this opportunity again. And I just am so excited for all of you that are joining to get to see your work and to get to share your work. This is going to be my new Netflix. I'm going to be on the Wild Network watching shows all night. And so come join us. Yeah. Be part of this movement. Be part of this and be a pioneer. Be a pioneer. It's so important that as women, we take back and reclaim our place in the co-creation of this reality in this world that we live in. And you can do that right now by saying yes to the Wild Network.
Yeah, I couldn't say it any better. It just made me think is I know there's some women going, okay, well, I'm going to get a channel, I'm going to get a collection, but I don't have anything to sell. How am I going to make money? You're looking at two women right here that have unbelievable businesses, opportunities, and we create content. Imagine not actually having to be the one that does any selling. You could share our content and be an affiliate of what we do and make a lot of money. That's one good thing that I do. I know how to make people a lot of money because I just expand everyone's network, everyone's space. I expand what they're doing, and I know also how to make money. I know how to offer things that people want. So imagine not even having to sell anything yourself. Just show up or to share what we're doing and to create that additional stream of revenue. This is the brilliance. See, this is the witchy mindset that's happening. This is the witchiness, the medicine that we've been creating. This is so funny. I'm telling everyone, I said I'm going to write a book. And I said I'm going to call it Vagina Marketing because it's like all these things that women have figured out, that I have figured out how to be an unbelievable marketer that men have not figured out yet. Do you realize how they're like, how do we learn what they know? Because we're doing it all with heart. It's all with pure honesty, and there's no manipulation. It's about being together, rising each other up, sharing our best work, cheering someone on that did her very first video, sharing her stuff, letting people know what we're all about, collaborating, and then showcasing. This is what we're doing. It's pretty magical. Whoa, look at all these people that are here. Hi. Oh my goodness, we got our UVA team that just walked in the door. Oh, I mean, this is just magic, right? All of this. Oh my God, you guys are here. This is so cool. This has been like probably one of the greatest 4 days of my life. I'm not tired. I'm totally pumped. Everything has been amazing. The team is incredible. And you are amazing. And thank you for being here. Thank you for saying yes to yourself. Thank you for being wild and just showing others, being a mirror for other women to be wild, to let the shell down, to break down those identities that say, I'm not good enough. I can't be like them. This is where you are able to be yourself. This is your time. This is your time to be wild, to attract honest wealth into your life, to follow your integrity and your guidance, to stand it up and into your leadership, and to embrace the diversity and the differences of all the women around you. This is the year of the wild woman, and we are so happy that you are here.